Welcome to Linux Overdose. Today is May the 25th, 2016, and this episode is episode 16, and we're going to be talking about installing Manjaro, and also be talking about this YouTube channel, Linux Overdose. And so I already downloaded the ISO of Manjaro, and I'll show you at least how I accomplished that, and I'll tell you why I already download before I started this episode. So just open up your browser, go to distrowatch.com, and since we're doing Manjaro, I always go to this page hit ranking, and right now it's number 5. We already did 5 distros already from beginning to end, which was Mint, Debian, Ubuntu, OpenSUSE, and Fedora. And Manjaro just jumped up ahead of Fedora now. So what I'm going to do is when I first start this show, I already wrote down the top 10 at that time, and we're going to go through the top 10. And then if anything moved after we're done, if anything moved up within the top 10, we'll continue until I'm caught up there. So since we're doing Manjaro, we just click on Manjaro, go to their website, which is their homepage, manjaro.org, and this is the ISO that I download, which is the LXQT, which I never mess with this distro yet. So not this distro. I had Manjaro Joe's Window Manager, which I was gonna do that with this episode, but since this popped up, I decided to do the LXQT ICE 16.05 release, and I just clicked on more, and this just tells you the main programs that's on here, what kernel you're using, and of course we'll be using the Pacman manager because of this is Arch, so we'll be doing things different by installing with different commands, and we're going to do it the Arch way. So and these are programs that are already going to be installed, and even AUR support, so which is handy to download some more packages for Manjaro. So and these are just little notes here and the links. Here's the download link. Now what I did, I clicked on the very first one, which is the 64-bit, and this is through a HTTP, which is a website, and it took I didn't really time it, but it was like 40 to 50 minutes, and I didn't want you guys to watch the whole thing to download, because it took that. What I did, I even looked for a torrent, because a torrent's a lot faster, and since this is so new, I couldn't easily find a torrent. I just looked for a little bit, couldn't find one, and I just continued downloading this HTTP one, and it took we'll just say 50 minutes. I got fast internet, but it depends on their side and how much bandwidth they gave me, which was low, since it took me about 50 minutes to do a 1.1 gigabyte. So but that's how you do it. You just click on it like this, and it gives you 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 0, and then you just say save file, and then it saves to wherever location you tell it to save to, which mine by default is download, which most of you guys are download unless you changed it. So we'll go to downloads folder, and then right here's this. So we found it. So right here it is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I took a picture of my license plate frame that I just bought not too long ago. Uh, Crash proof. I run Linux. I thought it was a pretty decent license plate, and I went ahead and bought it. I believe I bought it at I think geeks.com. I forget where I bought this at, or Amazon, but always buy stuff that's kind of related to Linux to let everyone know I'm doing Linux. So if someone follows me, they know I'm running Linux, and plus I'm crash proof. So I also got some T-shirts. I got T-shirts through a Journal magazine. So got a shirt through them, and then I got a shirt through cafepress.com, I believe it was. Another Linux T-shirt, which I might show you guys later on in a different episode. So, but I thought this was pretty cool, and maybe someone will take a picture of it and show other Linux users. Hey, I found a Linux user. It just brings a conversation and see other people that's interested in Linux. And my shirt, wearing it in public, brings interest. People knows about Linux or curious about Linux. So I always try to get the word out, and that's the main reason I'm doing this show, this Linux Overdose, to get the word out, and hopefully you guys get to learn how to download it and install it. So what I'm going to do is open up my virtual box, and I got Fedora 23 XFCE and Linux Mint 17.3, and I don't need these no more. So actually I'm going to go ahead and remove them now. So, and I'm going to remove all files, because I know I got nothing on these. So, and delete this one, delete all files. Now I'm all fresh, and plus I save a lot of memory now. I was at 30 point something, now I'm at 16.6 using on my hard drive, so that just saves space. I didn't need them, and I got a couple of them on my Debian on my second hard drive, which I have Debian 8.4 Jesse, which is GNOME. So and I got a VirtualBox there with a few distros running on it too. So I just jump back and forth. I just doing, this is my main Linux distro, which is Voyager, and I'll keep this till about the end of the year, and then I'll move on. I might move on to Voyager again, and I won't update this, even though I can with I think one simple command, and I'll jump to the 16.04, and I'm not going to do that. I'll back up all my files here, which I usually do. I might have a couple PDF files I haven't moved over to my external, which I will here soon, and that's what I do, so I won't lose nothing. My music, anything that I want to keep important, my taxes and all that, I put on my external, then I wipe this clean and install, and whatever my next one will be, which be Voyager, most likely, unless I change my mind. So we'll go ahead and get this Manjaro installed. So Manjaro and LXQT, and it was 16.04, and we'll just go with that. And this is what it kind of choose, which I don't know if I should went with that or probably probably just other or arch. It's kind of arch related. So I don't know if this has anything to do with it or not, but we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna give it at least four gigabytes of memory. Default, and give it, yeah, about 28.77 gigabytes. And we created it. Now go to some settings, enable these. We don't need a floppy. I'm not going to enable nothing here. We definitely want the ISO. So, which is not this one. We go downloads. And then this one right here. Open. And audio network. The bridge adapter. And I believe that's it. So okay. And start. So now we're gonna start it up. Let's make this big. And again, it's small. You don't have. I gotta do that that virtual box guest edition again to make this big again. So okay, it's gonna go ahead and start. I believe booting up into Manjaro. Of course, you won't have this problem with video. With oh, there it goes now. Good, got it. All right. So this is Manjaro, but we want to install it because this is just a. Let me see, install. Let me see, install. So you got two installments. You got the CLI, which is just all text, and most likely this is graphical, and I definitely want to do graphical. So here you can do a test if you want to see if anything works, which I don't. So I'll definitely want to install this. So we'll open that, and we just go through the installation. Next, America, and Indianapolis, and next, next is English US keyboard, and erasing, which I always do. I always erase the whole drive, and this is just a virtual drive. This ain't gonna touch my hard drive at all. I'm in, remember, in a virtual box, and which is SSD, the virtual box. I don't think I should have no other choices, right? There's no other choice. So you can't even accidentally install on your hard drive. So entire disk, delete, bootloader location, and we just hit next. Username, which I always use Jim Crap. Of course, you can change this if you want to, the name of your computer. I just keep it. Password. And I always like a login automatically, so, and use the same password for the administrator account, which yes, I do. So go ahead next. And location, keyboard, and then it's telling me exactly what it's going to be doing. So it's giving me some swap, 8.5 gigabytes of swap and root. And I always do the default stuff. I just, it's just a lot easier. I don't make no separate home or nothing. I got my external. My external is considered my home, which I never hook it up other than moving my files over. And if I need something like some old music from a previous installment that I save, or a PDF file, I just easily plug my external and easily find it because I got everything subfolder organized, and plus I can do a simple search and I got all my photos dated, my vacations named exactly my location, where my vacation was, my date, so it's easy to find my stuff, my taxes by year, and PDF files from magazines in order, which most of them are named, by number or something. So it's easy to find things when I need to find them. So, and this just talks about, if you watch this and read it, and at least I did my Manjaro on my laptop. I did a JWM, which is a window manager, which I actually like. And this is not default, I don't think, even though this was on the front page. I think their default's XFCE. I'm not really sure what their default one was. You just make a decision which one you want. So it's almost done. And it says all done. Restart now and then quit. And I don't know if it's booting off from the, let's see, start boot from hard drive, which is the virtual hard drive. That way it ain't gonna boot from the CD. It shouldn't boot from the CD. So we'll just see what happens. And then boot from, okay, wasn't much time to choose the other ones. And it's installed. And how you can tell it's installed is the icons here to install is gone. So this is Manjaro. This is the default wallpaper, which it's okay. It looks like maybe some penguins right here on the far distance. So let's make this big, which is right here. Okay, that way I can get everything, the virtual box out of the way, other than the little shortcut thing here. So so I got all this empty space at the bottom, which I don't like and don't know why. And got a hidden bar. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, this is all my accessories and stuff to get to. And this is like black and white. So if you want some color to it, we just look for the theme and stuff. Let's see what we got here. It looks like the terminal, which is LX terminal. Pacman file manager. Pacman file manager. Firefox, the browser, and show desktop. And this is desktop 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is showing my internet. I'm wired. And this ghost is, don't know. And this is a removable device, a media device manager. That might be talking about the ISO that's still there. I should be able, yeah, I should be able to remove it. Yeah, remove, configure. Okay, no device are available. All right, so I got that gone. There's the time. Percentage of what, the hard drive, I guess. Oh no, volume. And this is the reboot, and this is the shutdown. So like I said, I don't know why this space, other than maybe the pictures, it's not stretched. We can find that out. Let's see, stretch to fill the entire wallpaper mode. Stretch to fit the screen. The entire screen to fit the screen. What does that mean? Let's see, press OK. Huh. Okay, press OK. Let's see, I don't know what size it was. Browse. Cancel. User share LXQT theme KDE plasma glazier. Let's see, text color white. Select. Okay. Advanced. Press OK. Let's right click down here. Okay, right click here. Huh. Different menu down here. Are you sure to exit? Cancel. Huh. Weird. So, yeah, that's weird. This is my desktop, and this is OpenBox down here. So, like I said, that's a weird setup. But this, like I said, this is VirtualBox. So, things do act, out of the ordinary. Your experience would be a lot better on a hard drive. Always remember that. So whatever you experience through a VirtualBox don't mean you're going to experience the same thing on a hard drive. Only way you're going to know that, though, is install on the hard drive. So, but I can figure this out, why it's doing this, and then definitely fix it, of course. And then right click here and configure panel, center auto high. So we just unclick that, so it's always showing. That way, because it's kind of pain. I like mine show, so, and top is fine. I'm sure I can put it on the bottom. Yeah, so I can put it on the bottom. Let's put it on the bottom and see what happens with the gray down here. Just push this up a little bit. Alright, we'll put it back on top. Alright, background color, font color, background color, and here's some widgets. Close. and I just don't understand this big thing down here. Like I said, it might be something to do with the virtual box itself. And I kind of like the menu here. I just don't like this gray here. So I gotta figure out. Just open up a browser and see what happens. See if it fills this whole screen up. Alright, fills the whole bottom, and then of course they don't cover the bar, which is fine. This is okay. I can live with that. So I just can't live with this. So preference, advanced, browse, wallpaper, images. I guess there is no default wallpaper unless it's at that location here, which we can try to go there and see what happens. Copy and go open up the terminal, go CD, and let's go here and then go lists and see what's here. Here's the background, and don't look like there's nothing else in here. So I gotta download a different background. I don't know how big this is here, so we can open it up. I don't know what. I don't think we have VEH. But one way to find out is I don't have it. So Pac-Man, I believe this is it, and then FEH. Oh, we gotta do sudo, I guess. If I got sudo at all. Password. And yes, I want to install it. Alright, and then I have it. So FEH. I just want to see the resolution of this, how big it is in size, which it don't give me the size window, background. So what happens if I do that? Alright, and you can see that it doubled it or something. Huh. So, and plus I don't know how big it is yet. Reset, resize, reload, save image, hide, delete. Oh, right here it is, 1920 by 1080, which that should be big enough to cover the whole shebang. So then exit. So well, you see me how I installed that, which was pretty easy with Pac-Man, dash capital S, and I had to do sudo and all that, and it was simple. It just I just did that by memory. I haven't opened up my laptop for a while, so I usually don't try to forget. I try not to forget the different commands of different distros. So, all right, I'll figure this part out. Why it's doing that and get that fixed, and I might change these icons and this background to a darker theme, and the bar's fine with me. I'm happy with the bar, just not happy with the bottom. So I'll go ahead and sign off of this, and then let's get this to small again, or get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. And well, that was to install it, download it to install it, and I did a few things, just poked around, and like I said, I didn't like that bottom part, and that's weird that open box is way down there, and I have no access anywhere else, so that's kind of weird, or something wrong there, which I don't know what. So I might install that guest editions, because I think that's extra features. Well, actually, I might even already have it, but if not, I'll install it, and maybe that will fix it. I'll figure it out. It's no big deal. It can be figured out. So I'll go ahead and stop this, and this was episode 16, and I do I guess a part 2 follow up, just a quick look of and how I got that little problem fixed. And it looks like LXQT is pretty decent. We got open box, which access only at the bottom, so, and like I said, I'll figure all that out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.